Boa tarde para todos, bem-vindo ao nosso show. Nosso convidado especial de hoje é uma pessoa muito querida e também conhecida pela comunidade gay norte-americana e a comunidade gay brasileira. Mr. Jerome C. Woods, Director, Chair, Founder, let me see so I don't make any mistake, of BLGBTP. Could you tell us what exactly this stands for, sir?
Most definitely. It's for the Black, Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Project.
This is a very special show for me in particularly, which I'm also the face of Brazil TV. As a host, it's my function to bring what is the best, what is new, or what is at the informative. And right now, at this moment, we are interviewing the founder of the BLGBTP, which is an organization for black, gays, lesbian, transgender in North America. Now, you are a person who actually know a lot about the Brazilian community, about the Brazil in general. I even be able to go even further. For me, you are half Brazilian.
I appreciate that. Adopted into the family.
Definitely. Now, with your knowledge of the gays and lesbian, which I could be by mistake, a lifestyle, what do you think need to be done as a gay, lesbian, transgender in Brazil?
Oh, that's a great question. Because first I'd like to start by saying I have lots of respect for the show, definitely, and I appreciate you inviting me here. In addition, I want to say I have a lot of respect for Brazil, its people, its culture, and although I don't agree with a lot of the history and some of the things that are happening, I do appreciate Brazil. And it has been my great pleasure to meet part of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community there. There are a lot of comparisons and there are a lot of parallels. There are a lot of things that make me very proud to be part of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community here in the United States, but also being part of it in Brazil. I've experienced it in Rio, Sao Paulo, and Bahia. So there, some of the differences I see would be in general, and generalizing is the way that people accept it or not accept it, that I feel some people believe that they're born as such, and then others think that it is a lifestyle, that there is some type of environmental event that makes them who they are. And I say, I don't quite agree with that, because it's just like being born into a heterosexual family. I didn't become heterosexual, I became who I am. And I'm seeing probably in the last 20 years or so on my visits to Brazil, I've seen more people become aware of that. And I've seen that in the people I meet. I've seen it in the films. I've seen it in the visits, the exchanges between Brazil and the United States.
Now, with a large numbers of gay entity in North America, what makes the difference between your entity and all the other gay, lesbian, transgender representatives in the U.S.? What you thought was the need for get together and create an institution like this?
Well, for me, creating the Black, Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Project, I felt there was a need to chronicle our lives and our history. We have our Black culture, our Black identity, we have mixed heritage, we have American heritage, but also we have heritage and culture in being Black, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, which also includes, as one of my friends coined it in my research, same-gender loving. Some African Americans prefer the title same-gender loving, SGL, as opposed to gay. they find that offensive or very colonialized. And I see that too. But this project that I started really has taken on the idea that we need to know our history, we need to research it, we need to be responsible for it, we need to document our lives and our contributions to the world. It actually will sort of gestate here or have its initial acceptance in Los Angeles, but ultimately we plan to widen it to include other countries. We'll look at Simon and Cole in South Africa. We'll look at some of the history of Brazil with Zumbi and other people that are more current. In addition, we'll look to England, and we'll see people like Dennis Carney, people that are contemporary and historical. But the essence of it is to document and chronicle our lives, and also have it made available for research, for just clarity, for doing some anything from professional papers to doing studies for children, finding information that's factual and that's historical, and that becomes, again, part of the culture. From the very contemporary, like the House and Ball community, to the more or less historical, with people like Bad Rustin and him having assisted in sort of codifying the March on Washington. And then the people that came before them. There's a great history in the U.S. about people of Black African descent that are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender.
I picked this subject in particularly because I'm learning the process organization in the U.S. relating to gays and lesbians. They facilitate or giving the people some oxygen to come out of the closet with this level of organization. I don't see this level of organization in Brazil, which I see the gay and lesbian in Brazil not as a community, but a little bit isolated. And the need to bring this subject in our show is to know what the other people are doing across the board, what the other community, gays and lesbian community worldwide are doing in the process to motivate and support this community, which is a lifestyle, which a group who existing and in a parallel way of instructing them to support in a way which you are a colored person, you are Brazilian, and you are gay, and you are lesbian, and you are transgender, and the communities worldwide. The primary thing for me is to let them know there are people like this worldwide, because the idea, see, I have the feeling they feel a little bit disenfranchised. For you who watch us right now, internet is, this show is for you. Colored person, Brazilian, gay, lesbian, and transgender. That is the pleasure I have here with us, with the director of this institution, to let you know you're not alone.